In 2012, I was fortunate enough to travel with the under-19 Australian baseball team to Seoul, South Korea to compete in the Junior World Baseball Championships. Seoul is the capital and most populous city of South Korea. Over 10.5 million people reside in and around the city, which covers an area of roughly 233 square miles. Seoul is bisected into halves by the Han River, which was an important trade route to China via the Yellow Sea in the early 1900s. We landed in Seoul at Incheon International Airport, one of the largest airports in the world, where nearly 40 million passengers pass through every year. The first thing that caught my attention was the difference in architecture. The combination of historical architecture and markets mixed with modern skyscrapers shows how much the city has transformed, as well as how much it recognizes its past. The next major difference was the change in temperature. Because Seoul is only 285 feet above sea level, the humidity is very high during the summer, averaging about 75%. The days also averaged about 85 degrees, which when combined with the humidity made it very uncomfortable to play in. Fortunately for our team, we stayed at an English-speaking hotel. We also had a translator travel with the team to help us decipher any Korean we could not understand. The championships were played at Jamsil Stadium and Mokdong Stadium. Both fields were home of professional teams in the Korean League. We played against teams from all over the world, including Colombia, Italy, the Netherlands, Korea, Venezuela, and the United States. On our off days, we explored the very large city of Seoul, moving around by walking or catching a taxi. The fares for the taxi were very cheap, costing about 11,000 won, or roughly $10, for half an hour. The food and goods, on the other hand, were either similar to America's prices or more expensive. Shopping centers were very large and modern. They were also surrounded by small stalls and markets that lined the sidewalks and streets, as well as in underground levels. Most of their products were based around electronic devices, including phones, computers, cameras, and car accessories. There were also a lot of food markets, mainly selling fruits and vegetables, but also selling fresh seafood and other Korean cuisine. One day, we took a bus trip out to the demilitarized zone, which is an area 2.5 miles wide that runs along the South Korea and North Korea border. Despite its name, the DMZ is actually the most heavily militarized border in the world. It was created to separate the two countries, who have had many differences in the past. On the tour, we visited outlooks over the DMZ, as well as one of 4 tunnels found that were dug by the North Koreans under the DMZ in an attempt to invade South Korea. We were able to walk down into the 3rd tunnel, which was 1,150 feet underground. On all our stops, we were unable to use cameras or take photos due to the heavy security surrounding the DMZ. After journeying to Seoul, South Korea, I highly recommend it as a holiday destination for others. The people are extremely nice and friendly, and the culture change is really amazing to experience firsthand. Seoul is an extremely beautiful city that is growing day by day. One day I hope to return there to visit it once again.